What's up? What's up? Good morning out there to everybody in the world. Yes, Bronny James had a game last night, and we're going to talk about that. I've been fighting with the system right now, trying to see what's wrong with YouTube. There's been a lot of sabotage yet again going on the page as we see it right now in all of its splendor. So it could be any one of the puppet masters pulling his strings to make this happen. So we're going to get into all of it as we move forward. Absolutely. So without further ado, let's kick in the intro. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Yo, Bronny! Bronny James has stepped up again and delivered another impactful performance. And yeah, it is obviously clear that something is wrong. Yes. Well, we'll just continue doing what we do, and then we'll tell them about it later. Now, let's get through this. Bronny James came out, and they played against Cleveland. All right. I think he had a better game last game than this game. But they said Bronny scored more points. Got 13, not 12 this time. He got 13. This game, he played all right. He did what he was supposed to do when the opportunities was there. He did everything that I wanted him to do. Take was there. Go to the hole. Go to the hole. Stop settling for or trying to be a 3-point shooter. That'll come in time. Is he a pro? We're going too far. He had a good game his last game. This game it's all right. But he did some things that I like. You shut people up by just taking what's there. Go to the basket. Complete those layups. Those lanes and opportunities was there his earlier games. But he was believing the hype and that he could do step back jump, fade away jump shots and all of that. They already, oh yeah, they were going under the screens, giving them 3-point shots. Like, let him shoot that. Because they know he's not a strong shooter, so they're like, well, let him shoot it. Let's see what he do. If he's a strong shooter, you're not going to go under the screen. Like if that's Steph Curry, you going over the top of the screen every time. Every time. Now, everyone wants to talk about the manufacturing of superstars in our league. Is Bronny manufactured? I heard that before. You think they manufacturing Bronny James? Nah, I'm not saying all that. The guy played a great game, man. Let him enjoy the moments he had on the court. He played a decent game. He did what was required of him. That does not mean it's going to translate over into the pros. But what I did see was that offensive foul, that charge, that was not a charge. In no frame of the imagination was that a charge. That was clearly a blocking foul on Bronny James. And that female ref called it an offensive foul. And you knew what kind of party it was. Bronny clearly didn't have position, clearly wasn't set. His left foot was not down in a commanding position. He was moving. That was a blocking foul. That was a name recognition call. And as shocked as the Cleveland player was that was called, because he looked so confused, he was like, what the hell? Yeah, he had a decent game. And that's it. That's all I could really say about it. I mean, it wasn't like, oh man, did you see what Bronny did? He went through the lane and he came over the top. Oh, Bronny James did, man, he was incredible. No, he took what was there. He hit some good layups off the glass. You know, he hit some shots. They were legit. He's taking what's there, and that's great. Continue to do that. Continue to do that. Continue to shine. There's a lot of things he got to work on. Ball control, speed. He's still rushing. He's still playing like 100 miles an hour. You got to learn to slow it down. Defensively, he's still kind of just about a half second slow on the decision making, but that you'll get that. That's not a problem. The more he plays, the more that's going to work itself out. How you telling me? I don't want to told y'all he was going to be all right. Everybody's panicking. He's learning the game. But this doesn't mean he's ready for the pros. This is Summer League. Summer League always comes with a grain of salt. I've seen guys average about 27 points in Summer League, and those guys score about 5 points a game in real NBA competition. So you can't really base Summer League off how and what somebody's going to do when they get to the league. But for Bronny, it's a learning experience. You know, Dalton Connect has outplayed him in every game. No one talks about Dalton Connect. No one's talking about any of this. I told you, he'll be good. They're going to cut on that magnet ball. And he was going to be all right. The reason why I know he was going to be all right, oh, they haven't turned that on yet. And look where he's at. I mean, yeah, he's a bit nervous. Every time he's gonna be nervous. But he's a 19-year-old kid. Who's gonna hate on a 19-year-old kid who hadn't done anything? Just because his father's a piece of shit don't mean that we're supposed to go against Bronny. Bronny's gonna be all right. He's gonna make it. See, what people don't understand is that for the next 3 or 4 years, he's gonna make it as a player in the league. Would he be a superstar like LeBron? No. I don't see him ever being like his father, as a dominant player, a guy you could depend on down the stretch. Not even JJ Redick, the head coach, believes that. Yep, JJ Redick believes that this guy, Bronny James, is going to be like Dort from OKC. He's literally said that. In Bronny's career, I've seen him being like a defensive specialist like Dort. That's the kind of player I see Bronny James maturing into. So Dort ain't no superstar in the league, but he's a solid player. So he's already saying, don't put your chips on Bronny being the superstar of the NBA. He's just going to be a guy that might make an all-star game, but he ain't going to be the superstar of the league. Don't put that pressure on him. He's not going to be that. Right. He ain't Michael Jackson. He's Randy Jackson. Yes, he played a very decent game. That's all you got to do is play and take what's there. That's what I tell people. That's what I tell people all the time. Take what's there. Stop depending on somebody else to do right by you. Because it ain't going to happen. These people are trying to get on the team and stay on the team. Do you know only first rounders are guaranteed contracts? 55th picks, they don't normally get signed before they play a game in a summer league to a 4-year deal. That normally doesn't happen in the NBA. Oh, good Lord. However she dressing, let her do it. I'm about to go get a ticket to a goddamn Sky game. She wear that outfit again? Good Lord. Cheeks for life. I got to see that up close. Well, that's Cheeks and Chong for real. And I'm like, what's she holding hands with that chick for? Is that a girl? Mm-hmm. You see how Jaylen Brown was looking at it in that picture? Like, girl, did not know you had all that. But I'm right here. He the new Mr. Steal Your Girl. Well, you got to make sure that you understand that every time you whisper Bronny James' name, it's automatically going to be attached to LeBron. So anybody keep talking about, hey, you can't bring LeBron into this. Yes, the F you can. Because without his daddy, he wouldn't be in the league. Okay? So you can't quit trying to play that narrative. You can't bring him on because what his daddy did and this, you can't come and make these rules up. If Michael Jordan's son was playing in the league, they're going to talk about Michael Jordan. Everything he does is going to be compared to Michael Jordan. If Bronny do a layup, they're going to be, oh, they kind of look like his dad right there. It's going to be happening. You're going to get compared to him no matter if his son, he never mentioned him a day in his life. Austin Rivers didn't even talk to Doc Rivers. They were mad at each other and didn't talk for years. He was Doc Rivers' son. Then once, a lot of people didn't even know he was Doc Rivers' son. Then came the narrative, oh, you're only here because you're Doc Rivers' son. When he was the #1 player in high school. #1, one of the top collegiate players in basketball. Next to Anthony Davis. He was the top 3 collegiate basketball player. So we just act like that didn't happen. And they didn't put him there because of Doc Rivers. Nobody hates Bronny James. Who? Where are these people at? I want Bronny to be the best player he can. I want him to be healthy. I have nothing against Bronny James. Did he play he played a better game last game than he played this game? This game was more panic, more I got to have another good game. So he was attacking the rim. There was some times he should have shot the ball in rhythm. He didn't want to do it because he's like, nah, I got a good thing going here. I don't want to do it. No, what's weird is that most of y'all want me. Yes, Austin Reeves is retired. The weird thing is that most of y'all want me to hate Bronny James. That's the weird part. I'm thin up top. It's just the way my hair grows. My hair has always been thin up top. It's just that I could brush it, and then the more it grows in, my hair always grows in spirals like that. Sorry, but it's always looked like that. And then the light hitting it makes it look light because it can go straight to my scalp. You see how the light moves when I move? So that's just the light. But I ain't nowhere near Bron. So, right. Now, ESPN is a multimedia conglomerate, right? Sports media conglomerate. They get paid to advertise the game. Dalton Connect was the first round draft pick of the Los Angeles Lakers. They took him with like the 15th pick, right? Do they even mention him? Where are they mentioning Dalton Connect? And why aren't they mentioning Dalton Connect? That's the other question. Why aren't they mentioning him? You would think that would make sense. It's got to be about Bronny James or bust. Because they're not interested. That's not our decision. That's the league's decision. What he did was, a lot of people like the fact that he did back cuts. Like, oh, he did a lot of back cuts. I like that about Bronny James. I didn't, you know, . That's how I looked at it. Like, he went with I'm just going. And I like that about him. He put his head down and said, I'm just going full stop, full speed. And they just gonna have to stop me. And he was getting layups. And he was doing what he was supposed to do. How can people be upset with that? Take what's there. Don't force anything. I thought he played a decent game yesterday. And you said, why do you keep saying he playing a decent game, man? He was out there making stuff happen. Yeah, he had about a couple of turnovers. He led the team in turnovers, I think. But that's going to happen. He only played 25 minutes. He shot 50% from the field. He was 5 of 10. He hit 1 3. So okay, he only took 3. And that's where you need to be. Bronny James taking 8 threes in a game don't need to be happening. So what you want to understand and have done is that when you shoot free throws, and you're getting to the line, you're making them. Okay? That's where it starts. Then you want to make your shots. You want to make the right decisions every time. When you're doing back screens and cuts, you want to make sure you're right on time, not late, not early. Because if you're too early, the ball will go behind you. You got to be right on time. And you're only going to get that way by the flow of the game and playing. Like, I like how Castleton played. Now, to me, he played a much better game than Bronny. I don't even know how many points he had. But his control of the game, okay, from an assist to rebound, defensive, possessions, that's how you play the game. That big, tall dude was getting it done. Castleton was playing the game the way I like it. King Savage, who's the Bronny haters? Who was hating on Bronny? Bronny was playing bad because he was making bad mistakes in his first 3 games. We wanted him to be better. And he's doing better than what he was playing before, which is acceptable. Maybe you're confusing me with somebody else. I was not talking shit about Bronny. Y'all want me to. How many times? That's what I'm saying. You got to go back and listen to the videos, buddy. What are you talking about? Y'all are some delusional people. Ye of little faithful. You saying he's not an NBA player. He is an NBA player. He signed a contract. Would he be drafted if it wasn't for his father? No. Is he good enough to be an NBA pro player? No. But is he a kid that's learning? Yes. Jaylen Brown did that. I didn't even make a video on Jaylen Brown. You see what I'm saying? Y'all keep putting words in my mouth that y'all hear somebody else say. I didn't even make a video about Jaylen Brown. Everybody else did. I didn't make one video about Jaylen Brown. And about, oh, he backtracked. He said, I never got involved in that. I'm talking on both sides of my mouth. No, I'm talking straight ahead. I'm talking out my mouth. It's coming out on all sides. Go back and listen to the video. Mr. Bailey in the house. He is good enough to be an NBA player. That's your opinion? I mean, I hope he does. I hope he plays well enough to be. But as of right now, no. And at that time, no, he wasn't playing at the capability of somebody that would be in the league. He was playing at the capability of somebody that would be cut. And that's facts. Bronny playing at the level he was playing at in his first 3 games would have been sent home. But I said, give him 2-3 years to develop, and he should be a decent player. He should be ready. I think he would be a decent player, like someone who can come in and get you a couple of points, play some defense, like a Gary Payton II, like one of those type of players. But no, he's not pro ready yet. I don't think he is. But he's doing the things that we asked him to do when he was struggling. He was struggling because he was not making the plays he needed to make. I said these are NBA threes, not college threes. You need to stop shooting threes. Take what's there. Get some shots at the nail. The free throw line is the nail, for those who don't know. But take some shots at the nail. They get you coming off the curl, get the ball, go straight to the cup. Stop stopping there and trying to do a step back jump shot. This isn't 2K. This is what we were telling him because we want him to be better. We're not saying that and making fun and clowning Bronny. How many times do I got to tell you? I don't hate Bronny. Y'all want me to hate Bronny. To fit y'all narrative. Like, yeah, you don't like a daddy. You don't like him. I don't attribute nothing to that bum. Bronny is actually a good kid. I don't know how many videos I got to tell you this in a row. He's a good kid. He's never done anything wrong. Everybody who I've known who played him, my cousins have played against him in AAU basketball. They said what a great dude he is. Like, man, he is so cool. Yes, they're going to protect Bronny. He's LeBron's son. They gave him a charge that he clearly didn't get yesterday. They called it an offensive foul. It was ridiculous. And I know I was just as confused as the Cleveland guy. No, Bronny's not angry. He's playing better. He's making better decisions on the floor, King Savage. He's actually doing the things that we said he needed to do. Take what's there. Go to the basket. Cut to the basket. You see that somebody's giving you the ball, grab the ball. Go to the basket. Stop. All the things that we said he was doing wrong in those early games, he's corrected now. Either the coaches told him or they played him my video, and that's all you need to do. And he'll fix that right away. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to understand something. I'm not hating on Bronny. I don't know what KB said about they trying to make KB hate Bronny. Some people are chopping up what he's saying. Kwame just goes in on Bronny. I'm like, he's not. I'm like, they just take one thing, they chip it up and make a short out of it, and then that's what it is. But I get it. Will he be as good as Peyton Jr.? It's too early to tell. I don't see it because Peyton Jr. is an extraordinary offensive rebounder as a guard. I don't see Bronny being that aggressive. JJ Redick said that he's more like Dort. You see that for Bronny? I don't. But JJ Redick said that's what it is. So Bronny plays better when he's angry. Well, here's the thing. Bronny don't get angered. He just needs somebody to get give him a push so he can just let go, stop thinking. When he starts thinking, that's how things get out of hand. Well, until he gets that, all he got to do is play the game the right way. That's it. He had a much better game the last game than this one. This one, he was decent. He played another decent game. That's what he needs to do. Don't make too many mistakes. Well, Gil trained him. Perfectly put. More proactive and less reactive. And right now it's a lot of reactive. But until he gets there, stay within your game. Stay into your game. Don't change your game for anybody. Stay in your lanes. You've already was doing fine. You don't need to alter your game to fit someone else's ego or perceptions of what you need to be doing. Let the game, watch how the game is being played out on the court. And go with the flow of it. Now, there you go. See, now you being extra. Bronny is nowhere near Jamal Crawford. No. He trolling. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That is very disrespectful. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know who Jamal Crawford really is. Bronny is nothing like him. No, Bronny's going to do well, I think, as far as once he gets established of being a player that can come in, contribute about 6-7 points off the bench, probably hit a couple threes, but, defensively, they want him to be like a specialist, but he can't. He's only 6'1". These guards are starting off at 6'6", 6'5", 6'8". You having 6'8" like shooting guards and two guards. What Bronny gonna do in rotation? He's 6'1". They can shoot over Bronny with ease. Right, take what's there. You're not going against guys that's all going to the league. This is summer league. Most of these guys have no contracts whatsoever. Bronny is 19. He's done grown. Bronny has a crazy vertical leap. That's the only reason he's in the league. Like, he wouldn't be able to dunk. Like, people were shocked Steph Curry could dunk a basketball. Jameer Nelson was physically tough. Physically tough in the weight room every day. Bronny's gonna have to hit the weight room. He's a little light in the ass too. But he's 19 years old, people. 19. Give him a break. He will be all right. Shoot. What do you mean Jamal Crawford is possible? None of that's possible. Uh-oh, they messing with my live. They're messing with my live stream. What in the world? This thing is just, y'all don't even see what's happening here. This is Drake. All this the Drake people right now. Oh, yeah. You thought you had me, Drake? Oh, that thing was faggoty, boy. You thought you had me. That was weak. Damn, that was weak. I can imagine what y'all gonna do with KB. That's crazy. Drake out here playing police games. Unbelievable. Why would LeBron be upset someone was talking nice about his son? Edward Bolden, who are you telling to leave Bronny alone? We're not talking bad about Bronny James. So what do you mean leave him alone? We're not talking bad about him. Now his punk ass daddy, since his punk ass daddy want to get involved, let's go after the daddy now. Since you want to play games, Mr. James, you want to get involved, huh? Mm. Yeah. Well, when you look at Oh, there was so much going on. Oh no. There was so much going on, man, in the world. Trying to get everything back on course. But no, this was Drake's doing. Drake's got them messing around with the page. Oh, don't trust me. We're gonna go through a full thing here with YouTube, the whole nine. But since his punk ass daddy want to play, have you ever played How You Ever? Okay, Brian, let's play. Nobody was even dealing with nothing about you was anticipating somebody doing something bad or saying something bad about your son. No, we talking about
what freaking open Steph is right here. See, Steph's on a heater. Look, it runs around.
Now look, there you go. Here you go, Bron. Look at your handles. Look at your ball handling ability. You want the ball. You want to shine. Let's look at old Bronny. Old Bron. There you go. Yeah. Can't dribble. Ain't got no drag. Here I come. Yeah. Here I come. Whoop, whoop. Up behind my back. Nope. Oh, okay. Let me just throw it up. No bag. Steph was doing it by himself. This bum wanted it. Common album is starting to be a classic. I'm gonna have to do a video on that ASAP. From the first song, my goodness, look at this bum. And this is what Team USA got to deal with, having him on the team. So you need to stop worrying about Bronny and worry about your whack ass play. Because Bronny outdoing you right now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know, man. They're messing with my channel and threw everything into a loop. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what they doing. Get it cleaned up for y'all. I'll be back.